Tom, what? Sirius XM,
Who
what they
hurt
do
you?
to you? What they do to you?
Yeah.
Who
Damn.
hurt you?
You've been eating.
I was gonna be like, John Mayer! Tom Hamilton's on the show. Hi, Tom. What's going on?
I'm fucking chilling, man. I'm in Philadelphia.
Yo, you've been busy, dude. Well, when did you start getting this fucking Sirius XM radio show, too? You always had that?
No, man, no. I did like a guest spot a couple years ago when I started working with this new manager, and I got done and he was like, "Hey, man, you're pretty good at that. You know, would you want your own show if I could get you one?" And I was just like, "Dude, yeah, whatever, man." You know. And then a year later, he was like, "Hey, remember that radio show you wanted? I got it for you." I was like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
That's fucking amazing.
Cool. Another thing.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't. It
Yeah.
doesn't take that much time, does it?
I like. No, it's easy. I like talking to people. You know.
Yeah. Tommy, a lot of things to talk about here. First off, your new record. Congrats. Okay. How you feeling about it? Is it coming out good?
Thank you, sir. Yeah, man. You know, it's a record. I spent a lot of time making it, and then you put it out, and that's it. You know, you get to be proud for 10 minutes, and then you move on.
My question is, do you get pissed off when people don't care as much as your Grateful Dead cover band? I'm not being condescending.
I wouldn't say pissed off.
I'm not being condescending,
of course
but it's
not.
like,
Dude,
you know,
that's a real question.
Yeah,
like
it's just a
you
fact.
know, the band the Russo band blows up. You put out something you worked on, you put your heart and fucking soul into.
Oh yeah.
What goes on in your head when the Russo thing sells out Red Rocks?
Yeah.
And you're out there fucking putting your fucking heart and soul into this thing.
Yeah, man. Here's the thing. I mean, everybody in JRAD, none of us played covers ever. We all had original music for 20 years, you know? And then we accidentally do this fucking JRAD thing and, you know, Red Rocks. And I mean, so it's like, dude, it's like this for all of us, you know? I mean, Marco puts out records, Joe puts out records, Scott it's like we all put out albums, and it's minuscule compared to the other thing. And you know, I mean, what are you gonna do, man? You know, I honestly, I had a band when this started, which was Ghostlight, and
great.
You know,
band.
so I kind of. Thank you. But I made my peace with it then, you know, where it was like, hey, Ghostlight's playing to 300 people. JRAD's playing to fucking 15,000. You're like, okay.
You know, and the reason why I asked that is about maturity. Like, if younger Tommy had that situation happen, would have quit JRAD versus older Tommy, who is experienced enough in the music industry to not blow anything up? That's a good thing going for them.
No, I mean, well, I probably wouldn't have even done the gig when I was younger. You know,
really?
You know, yeah. I mean, dude, I've turned down like cover band gigs all the time in my 20s. You know, it's just not something I had any interest in. You know, and like an idiot, I put it out there years ago. Somebody asked me about something like this, you know, and this was before JRAD. And I was like, dude, the only music I would really ever consider playing that wasn't mine would be probably like The Dead or something, because
oh my God.
I have a connection with the music and it's easy, you know, you improvise. So it's like, you know, you're able to still make it your own, you know. And then probably like 4 years later, JRAD happened. I was like, you motherfucker. I can't believe this is what
It's like when the manager got you the radio show. It's kind of the same thing. You got to stop whispering things into existence, bro.
Tommy, you're like, you might be a shaman, dude.
Or just change when I'm whispering.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Man, what if I won the lottery?
I'm going to start whispering to be like, hey, universe, can you give Frasco a bunch of
more than
fucking
more after 10
6
minutes?
foot blondes?
Yeah. No, it's really fun, but it's a good point though, Tommy. It's like they don't put anything into fruition that you don't want to actually fucking do, because I think life will really give it to you if you just approach something in that, hey, I'm putting it out there that I would do something. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. No, and you know, I will say this. It's helped, like, the artist part of me a lot. First of all, and it's just reality. Not having to live in a constant state of fight or flight.
Right.
Like, how am I going to pay my bills? How am I going to eat? It's like, dude, I was living in a car fucking
Right.
10 years ago or whatever.
Badass.
Like,
It's badass. I'm sorry.
but
It's a real deal.
I really respect when guys do that.
Hold on.
yeah, me and Jewel,
Hey, it turned out good for her too.
Hey, but Tommy,
yeah, I'm going to get a snaggletooth.
like, what do you mean living
but
in a car? Like, actual car or like a van?
No, like a Chevy Lumina.
Fuck.
Hold on. What?
I was.
I don't actually.
Yeah,
I don't think we've ever really. I've really never known your story, Tommy. Let's go over it.
Oh fuck, dude! Are we doing like a journey, or is that
No,
what we're
just
doing
tell
right
me
now? Are
the
we talking about
struggle.
Tom
I just want the
Hamilton's journey?
struggle. We know you're stoked. You got a perfect beard now. You're making money. We see it.
Focus
out there.
on when you were poor.
Focus on when you were poor, Tommy.
Okay, well, we're gonna go from birth until I was about 35. How much fucking time you got, man? Let's go.
Well, we got 15 minutes left earlier.
We got
Okay,
15 minutes left because we thought.
I'll do it like Ace Ventura. Like soccer style kicker. Grew up in West Philly.
No, but
I grew up in West Philly.
Cool. Tell us.
I grew up in West Philadelphia. Shitty neighborhood. Doing a thing. Didn't have any money. And then decided I was going to be a musician and an artist. Still didn't have any money.
Yeah.
And
school?
I went to I did community college for a semester and a half. I failed music theory and intro to piano, and so I quit and started a band.
What was the band called?
And then it was called Brothers Past, and
I remember that band.
We were like, oh okay, yeah, we were like second wave of jam bands. We were like the last class of Wetlands bands, Lake Trout and the Biscuits and New Deal, just drug bands,
Dance beats with guitar solos.
Yeah, we were super in on the electronic thing early, like all those bands had their like version of it, like the Biscuits was electronic music with classical, like Fishy. The New Deal was like super house or whatever. And BP was like, we were like indie rock.
Yeah.
Electronic music. That was like kind of our vibe. But anyway, yeah, man, did that shit. We toured forever, did the 200 shows a year thing, and then worked our way up to the main stage of Bonnaroo, and then our drummer quit.
Oh my God! Hold on.
Was Clay Parnell in that band? Yeah.
Clay Parnell, dude,
Yeah.
loved the Parn, man.
I love that dude.
Hold on.
He's the
Tommy,
best, man.
Tommy, okay, this is making sense.
Yeah.
All right, everything's making sense now.
It's all coming together.
So you work so hard, you finally get to the Bonnaroo stage. Your band breaks up.
The last two shows that we had with that drummer was Bonnaroo and then opening for Dave Matthews.
What?
Hold on. Why'd you break
And then
up?
he-
What
and
did
then
you
he-
guys not like each other or what?
Well, the drummer quit, right?
Uh-huh.
So and like he left because his parents wanted him to go to law school.
Whoa.
Oh no. You're like, motherfucker, we're just opening for Dave. Got the Bonnaroo gig.
I mean, bro, it couldn't have been worse timing, And then our manager at the time, in a panic, was just like he was like, hey, don't worry about it. I found you a drummer. Like we didn't even like audition people. We just kind of like got a drummer shoved on us who was not the right fit, man. Like square peg,
man.
Round hole sitch, and. We were leaking oil from there. We lasted probably another year, and I was done with it. It was like, this isn't the thing anymore. The magic isn't there. And my tastes were changing.
Were you hard to work with, Tommy? Were you hard to work with?
I don't know. Maybe. I have no idea. I don't know. I try not to be, I definitely, I love being a collaborator, so,
But like, I wonder, there's
I don't
gotta be
know.
a tipping point where he's like saying, he won't say, fuck you, mom, I'm in a band.
Right. Like, I don't know. It's so weird.
What were you guys not getting along or?
Yeah, no, we were dude, we were in a van for 4 years.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, like we were, yeah, it was 4 years of kind of getting the shit kicked out of you on the road. And then by the time it all started really clicking, things were just fractured, you know, like we were starting to have success, and, you know, some of the guys in the band started getting like egos about that, you know, and like walking around like they're like swinging dicks, you know, and, you know, maybe it's like a self-righteous thing, or I don't know, but like, that's not where I live, you know, like it's like, dude, it doesn't matter that we're doing well right this second. Like, our job is to keep getting better, you know? And,
I'm still in this Camry, motherfucker. I'm still sleeping in the back of this Camry. Everyone's ego seems to be checked right now.
This does beg
I'm Tom fucking Hamilton.
This does beg the question, though. Did he finish law school? Or was it all for nothing?
Dude, motherfucker finishes law school and then immediately comes back to the band and is like, hey, I finished it. And yeah.
Oh, no fucking way.
And it's just, and he's just like, hey, let's just hop back on it. And it's like, dude, you know, I mean, you guys know how it works. You know, it's like you can't just turn it on and off. You have to work and build it. And,
you can't change your name either.
Also, you have to work is the thing. You
also,
know, you can't change your name.
Fucking rude, though. Hey guys, I'm ready to go now. I'm like, where you been 4 years when we were fucking grinding our teeth? You know?
Right.
I want to go back to the drummer, the fucking drummer who's quits the band and says, "Hey man, I'm ready now." I don't like that. What'd you feel about that?
It was. I mean, resentful.
Yeah, I bet
would be you know. Yeah, man. I mean, dude, here's the thing, man. I mean, we were just touching upon this before we got back to recording. You know, it's like work ethic, man. Like, you know, I didn't have anything growing up, and it was like, okay, I'm gonna do this to the very best of my ability, and I just, all I want is that same effort from everybody that I work with. That's it. That's all I'm asking for. It doesn't have to be anything other than the effort, you know. And you know, and Brothers Pass was a learning experience there, where it was like, okay, why were there these rubs, you know? And that's the thing, you know. It's like this guy, you know, the drummer guy was just kind of like, you know, he was very much like you know, there's like a stereotypical drummer, like the guy that like just is like checked out completely, just shows up for the gig, doesn't know.
Always late, has the most gear, but always the latest.
Yes, he was like the quintessential that, you know. So yeah, man, I was resentful of that for sure.
I would be too,
and,
man.
You know, like I'm saying, like, you know, it's just when, look, you know, ego's cool, and it's like, it's nice when you start getting to a little bit of success. That's really fun, but like, you know, let's not forget why the fuck we're here, you know?
Right. And it's work. I mean, it's not all fucking, everyone thinks it's drugs, party and stuff. You know how fucking hard it is to even make it to a second level of this music industry?
Yeah, man. It's insane.
I wonder if you had started this band later in your life and you finally got to Bonnaroo and stuff, how you would approach the drummer thing then, like, you know, older in your life.
Well, I mean, I still deal with the same bullshit, you know. Bands are bands, you know. So it's like, you know, there's always, you know, I mean, it's just reality, you know. I mean, you know, the next real band I had was Ghostlight, you know, and you know, same type of stuff kind of just creeps in, where it's like, you know, not everybody's pulling the rope, you know, with the same veracity or direction, you know, and you know, that's not a way for a group to work, you know.
Yeah, I agree, and that's why I always had a hard time calling it a band name, because I know I was going to work the hardest, and if one band member breaks up, I feel like I got to change the whole fucking band name.
Dude, so this has been the bane of my existence. You know, I feel the exact same way, except that I never wanted to use my name. You know, like I don't have the self-confidence to use my own name. Obviously I have a 20-year career of not using it. But I didn't mind, it was like, that was like the thing. It was like, hey, look, I'm okay doing all of the work and not getting my name on the thing. Like, I'm okay with that, but as long as the what we're doing is fucking good, and that you guys give me some effort, like that's all I'm looking for, is just some fucking effort,
Yeah, intention.
And,
it's all. I mean, like you said it in the beginning. It's about intention. If we can't give intention, why are we doing it?
Yes. You're just making content, or you're, it's, and dude, and there's a place for people that like, I'm not judging people for doing that shit, but like, that we're just not operating in the same lane,
Yeah. I mean, it's a difference between making music your hobby and making it your life.
Yeah, man. Or between making content and making art,
Yeah.
Like, like cranking out a fucking record just to crank out a record, so you have something to sell at the merch table. But like, what it is, just, mindless. It's like, well, okay, why are we doing it? It's like, it's like AI.
That's
music,
a good point.
If you're gonna do that, just sell cars.
Yeah, man. Well, and like
That's
in
actually
our scene,
you're
that
nailing
can
something on the head here, Tommy.
Well, like in our scene where it's like, it kind of, there was a permission given at some point where it's okay to write a throwaway song just as like a jam vehicle, and then, and then it just kind of went from there, where it's like, oh, well, that's easier than trying to write a real masterpiece of human experience. So I'm just going to write some fucking bullshit thing and just make it so we can jam over it,
That's what I never understood when, like, the bands are pulling out their C songs on night 3, or like their D songs because they haven't played them since fucking 98. I'm like, it's not a good song. Why are you playing it?
Yeah.
Weirdly, the fans do kind of get off on that.
They do. But is it because they just want to tell me about? You're my insider in this shit. Give me the details, Tommy.
I mean, I can't tell you the psychology on that crap because I don't do that shit.
Yeah.
But even like the Dead.
I mean, I think
Dead covers, like, you have to pull out some like fucking really deep ones, right?
Yeah, but that shit was more for like us just not getting bored.
Okay, cool. Okay.
Well, because it's like the Dead catalog is fucking finite, like there's not going to be any new songs. So, it's like we're a bunch of improvisers that are like, okay, well, we've done Uncle John's Band 5,000 times. What else can we do?
Let's do Black Muddy River tonight.
So you just start digging a little bit deeper, trying to find some other stuff, and then fortunately for us, it's like, Joe did these gigs with the Allman Brothers last year, so like now we're just kind of like, oh yeah, we'll take a bunch of those now, and now we play a bunch of that, the Allman's tunes or whatever.
Fucking Allman's rule.
It's just kind of like whatever Joe puts his finger on, he's just like, oh, we're gonna play that now. He like did something with like the guy from ZZ Top, and it's like, okay, we're gonna play a bunch of ZZ Top.
That's
shit.
hilarious.
I mean, it's almost dead, so you could kind of do whatever the fuck you want.
I do like that name.
Pretty brilliant.
That's the that's the whole.
But go back to this, like, why do you think bands are playing like their bad songs live? Like,
I mean,
the songs
dude, because of Phish. Because of Phish.
There it
That's
is.
why.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
of Phish.
Okay.
So
Like
correct.
at some point, like they gave, they set the rules for the thing in a certain way.
Yeah.
That everybody kind of adheres to, where it's like, okay, hey, we can write songs that are just vehicles for the jam. We can culturally appropriate any kind of music we want and do like a half-ass version of it to jam over, or, and it's like, and them doing it is fine because that's their thing, like, okay. But then people looked at that and they're just like, okay, it's a buffet of ideas. We're just going to take the easiest parts of it. It's like, well, hey man, if you're going to sound just like Phish, why not write fucking Fluffhead instead of, Big Boat or wherever the fuck.
Right.
Like
also,
the
you don't
stuff
have
is.
Trey on guitar. So
Also, you don't have no, and it's not just Trey, dude. That entire fucking
whole
band.
fair enough.
They
Fair
are
enough.
all
yeah.
They're rippers.
it's 4 virtuosos.
And
You
they're
know,
all
like
unique, too.
it's not. Yeah, it's not one guy. At
So
all.
would you consider
that's
a
not
jam?
What it is, you know?
Would you consider a jam content or art?
Huh. Fuck. I think it's the same qualification, right? It's intention.
Right. So
I don't know. I mean,
that's where it
yeah,
starts
that's
getting
a tough
gray,
one.
right? So like, because I think of jam band. Yeah, go first, Tom.
Hold on a sec. I just gotta close this door.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think it just depends on
Yeah,
the jam,
man.
kind of.
Kinda. Then why make a record? Just like make the jam.
Mm-hmm.
Well, one thing is a statement, right? I mean,
Right.
Dude, Andy, you're a fucking songwriter.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. I look at it like making albums. Like you're when you're really trying to make art. Like we're trying to make something that is a reflection of the human condition. A way to help people get through this fucking nightmare that we live in every second of the day. Right? It's something that to help yourself by making it and to help other people, hopefully, when they listen to it. The jam is the opposite in that it's so much in the moment, right?
Right.
We're all experiencing something right now. And, there's a different kind of beauty to that, I think.
So maybe you need to make the content to get to the art in the jam scene. Because if the art is the fucking spreading the songs out, bro, and fucking you have to get to like the piece of it, and maybe the piece of it is the content to grow into the art for the jam scene per se, versus a songwriter scene.
Yeah,
per se.
but it's music, right? I mean, it's just
Right.
songs,
Right.
like is the whole thing. I mean, this whole thing starts with the Grateful Dead, though, right? And
those are songs.
those guys, yeah, they didn't fuck around, man.
Yeah.
Those songs, their whole career, I mean, there's some shit where like clearly they're all on fucking drugs and like, making cokey decisions in the 70s. But like overall, it's about the fucking song, man. It's about the lyric and it's about the craft, And then you take that and expand upon that with the jam and all that stuff, Like there's a human starting point to it, And I think that it's like, I don't know, man, doesn't it bother you at all when people are like, oh, hey, like they dismiss the jam thing like immediately because, or they might dismiss you just because you're lumped into the jam scene.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, no. I'm not writing mindless fucking, ching, 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 ching. I'm not writing, like that's not what you're writing. You're right. Like you're
writing lyrics.
You're fucking out. Yeah, man, you're doing the thing and you're out there doing the shit. And it's like, yeah, don't just assume because I like to improvise.
Yeah.
I write fucking, I write content. Like that's not,
Yeah, and I've listened to your record, dude. Your record is heavy, dude. Those lyrics are fucking heavy.
I mean, yeah, man, life's heavy.
That's what I'm saying. So when did like the current start changing into it wasn't about the song, it was about the jam? Like,
what do you mean, generally in the scene or
just generally in this scene? Like if it was like Grateful Dead started it, there's some good Phish songs, I think. I don't know,
definitely.
but when did it just all be all about people were worried about that version of the song? Or was it always like that?
I think it was always like that.
Okay.
But when with the Dead, it was you're taking these master classes in songwriting, and then you're expounding upon.
Yeah.
You're like you're like it's art and it's living art. The whole thing's fucking art. You know what I mean? Like these songs are living organisms and, yada, yada, yada. And then at some point in the early 2000s, when everybody just started grabbing off of what Phish was doing, it kind of like watered it down a bunch. I in my opinion, I think
is that
it just
any
kind of
oversaturation? It's like
So we're kind of just blaming Phish's hiatus for all this, actually.
Chill.
Just to sum it up.
But it's like, dude, it's capitalism, right? It's you take something that's cool and then you're gonna wring it out until anything that has to do with human connection's gone and everything that has to do with making money off of it is left. And do
you think that's why less and less people are going to jam festivals because they squeezed every lemon out or every drop out of it?
I think it's a combination. I think our economy fucking sucks, and I don't think a lot of people, the people that were making money, doing, people that were on tour and making money in the lot, nobody has money to buy fucking, a statue of Trey made out of pasta that's in a fucking parking lot or whatever. It's like the extra money's not there, I don't think. And, stuff like that. But also, there is something to possibly that, the art in itself is it's getting it's a little beige. It's a little bit of a beige paste. There's no real identity on it. There's no real, there's nobody in the scene that's fucking, of the more popular bands that are like really doing something unique enough to grab culture by the short and curlies and be like, yo, pay attention to us.
Yeah.
Show us what's going on. Bands. Well, that's what I think we should be fucking like King Giz. That's a fucking jam band, man. And we should be, as a scene, grabbing them with two fucking hands and be like, yeah, that's with us. Those guys are with us. They represent us. And I think that'll give us a lot more.
It's more like metal.
I mean, we're trying.
Yeah. What is it? Why does no one want to, like, everyone, even like the Goose of the world, they don't want to be associated as a jam band. And none of these bands, everyone there's like this taint.
That's ironic.
My Morning Jacket. I mean, they're a jam band. I mean, a lot of these bands, I don't know. It's kind of, do you understand that?
It's because of that stigma. Yeah, there's that stigma where people are like, oh, jam band, this is going to be some mindless bullshit where it's a song about fucking, geodes and sacred geometry. And it's like, well, no, man, that's just like, but that's what happens when for the last, X amount of time, the bands that the scene brought to the top are either cover band. It's like, dude, JRAD is huge. And we're a fucking cover band,
it's so
man.
Big,
like,
dude. It's so
and
big.
we all like, and dude, and we all
and God
are
bless
very
it.
like, no one has. I mean, dude, of course, but it's like, we're taking we're playing that music in probably the most original way it's been presented ever, besides the original, intention. And then you have these other bands that like say their original music, but it just sounds like Phish with different lyrics, or like whatever. And you're like, well, you say you're original, but you sound just like these fucking guys. And then, we're a cover band, but we sound original. It's like, well, that doesn't even make any fucking sense.
It doesn't.
We need to kind of like,
I've been saying this. Yeah.
Can we take the cartridge out, blow in it, and put it back in for a second, and just
wiggle it back and forth, all that stuff.
Have you ever had an experience with one of the Grateful Dead members where they hug you and then they whisper in your ear saying, "Enjoy that fucking house, you piece of shit."
I want 10%, bitch.
Hey, Tom, you're such a great dude. Enjoy that fucking house, you fucking dumb piece of shit. Okay,
you'll be hearing from Mickey Hart's lawyer.
You'll be hearing from Mickey Hart's lawyer,
dude.
We know the Hell's Angels.
I mean, honestly, man.
I know you're from Philly.
At the beginning of it,
yeah. What were you saying, Tom?
Sorry, we start.
No, at the beginning of it, we definitely were like, at any moment, these guys are gonna fucking just kick us in the balls, right? Like, and we would have deserved it, I mean, like, I always, like, every time I see Weir, I always expect them to just like shove me in a locker, and just be like, fucking,
hey, man.
But did you have that moment with them, and what did they say?
Yeah, of course. I honestly, I said pretty much exactly what you said. Of like, hey, sorry about the, grabbing all your shit at the finish line here, and dude,
I love
to
the
a
finish
man,
line.
I fucking love you, Tommy. You're hilarious, dude.
But dude, to a man, every guy, I've been very fortunate to have played with all four of the remaining members of the Grateful Dead, and all four of them, in their own way, said the same thing of like, listen, I've heard what you guys are doing, and and we appreciate it. They all appreciated that we were not trying to sound like the Grateful Dead at all, and. When you get a green light like that from those dudes, well, the fucking governor's off, man. We're gonna hit the fucking gas. Let's just go,
Well,
and
were you ever like kind of like you see those guys you're like, hey man, we good? We good? Like the first time seeing them, like we good?
Yeah,
we cool? We cool?
Of course, flashes a gun at you.
Yeah,
yeah. Phil Lesh flashes a gun at you.
I kind of have a question about this. Like, actually, it's the point you brought up about how you guys are doing it, like the Grateful Dead thing, differently, which I really appreciate. But I feel like you get a lot of pushback from like, traditionalist Grateful Dead fans. Does that bother you, or you just kind of like chalk it up as they're helping you pay the bills too?
Well, I mean, dude, we are aware of what we're, that it's not the other thing, and that's okay. Like, there's plenty of bands that they can, most bands that play that music are like doing the Civil War reenactment.
Exactly.
Of it,
exactly
like they're fucking,
how I would put it. Yeah.
The guitar player fucking got type 2 diabetes, like they're fucking
short shorts.
Or yeah,
player
man.
got a liver
like full,
transplant.
like Daniel Day-Lewis.
Wow. Hold on. Jesus fucking Christ. Jesus fucking Christ. But
hey,
Tom,
Drywitz, we gotta have a talk.
Exactly.
like you said, you're into indie rock. How'd you get into this scene? Like you're talking like you're a rocker, dude. How'd you get wrangled into this thing?
I grew up as a Deadhead.
Oh, okay. Okay.
My dad was like my dad was a Deadhead. He was a biker Deadhead. He wasn't a hippie Deadhead. My old man looked like he was like a roadie for the Allman Brothers. He was just all inked up and like,
Sick.
and
When did he pass? Did
so
he pass?
I got he passed away a couple years ago. Which is a lot of the new record, that's all kind of tied in, with all that stuff. But anyway, so I was raised on that stuff and the Dead and the Almonds and just, classic rock or whatever. And when I started Brothers Past, we all kind of collectively got together. We're like 19, between like 19 and 22 at this point. We made a very conscious decision to like, hey, no more listening to that shit. That's it. We're not allowed to listen to any Grateful Dead or Almonds or Phish or any of that stuff. It's like we need to expand our palette and bring in some new information into our lives as artists, and that's when I really kind of started like super duper widening, the net of like getting really into electronic music and, fucking indie rock was coming up huge in the early 2000s, fucking Sufjan Stevens and Interpol and, like all that stuff. But also it's like, dude, we're probably all close to the same age. I mean, like all the grunge shit in the 90s, that was my shit.
I love that shit.
Alice in Chains and Soundgarden.
Dude, I hear that in your playing. That's like,
thanks.
especially,
I appreciate that.
Well, like, when we hung out and I finally had the balls to text Tom Hamilton to come sit in with my band. You're like, yeah, you could have just called me. You could have called me earlier. And then I'm like, you're fucking right.
Dude, that was so fucking fun, by the way, man.
That was a blast,
thank you so much for having me.
You texting the wrong guy.
What if I text up to Tom McNamara?
Just play guitar. Take it away. He's like, oh, what's the deal with airplane food?
yeah. Hey, what's the deal with King of Prussia?
Oh, exactly. Yeah.
But I hear the grunge. I hear like the noise. You are really you love noise. Like I don't know how to explain. I'm not a guitar player. Does that make sense?
Yeah, man. I like the sandpaper.
Yes.
I wanna.
You're the best
want it
at
to be. I mean, that could go either way as a good thing or a bad thing, but yeah, man. I just like it's that thing of like I want emotion to play a role. in what we're doing, you know? And if that requires whatever that requires, you know, it's like I want to do it by poking you in the eye, and I want to do it by hugging you really tight, and I want to do, you know, like however, you know, the guitar could be so many different things. Why just play the same blues riffs that some asshole wrote 60 years ago? Like that doesn't make any fucking sense to me.
Preach.
And
you know, like I don't
want you to. That's not growing the instrument. They want you to fucking be weird and be explorative. I mean, or
let's be creative.
Let's be fucking
the
creative.
Job is to be creative. Yeah.
Or even do the old thing just really well instead of not that good.
I fucking saw fucking Paul Anka this week. I know this is
so funny.
85 years old. He wrote
Wait, what?
My Way. I took mushroom.
I know who Paul Anka is.
Yeah.
Todd, me and Todd Glass from Philly. You know Todd Glass?
I do not.
He's a comedian out of Philadelphia. And he's like, Andy, you have to watch this just to give you inspiration that you could still be a great entertainer at 85. Because he wrote My Way. He wrote Bobby Darin's songs. He's wrote songs for everybody. That motherfucker was so tight and so good. And it was so inspiring to see. Granted, I was on a shit ton of mushrooms, so he was just glowing. His tan is
No, that's real.
tan.
Yeah. No,
But
Mushrooms and Paul Anka.
I was the youngest guy there. I was like a piece of meat to these 80-year-old cougar women. It was fucking awesome. But
hey there, Sonny, you in the Navy or something?
yeah, right.
But the Paul Anka, you know, the 85 of, like Nick said, he started the crooner thing. If you're gonna do it fucking great. And like I saw videos of him yelling at his band, being tighter, being on his tight, pop, pop, pop. Be great at it. And if you want to explore. But there's no other crooner that went from Paul Anka, Frank Sinatra. Who can you tell? Who can you say now that did the crooner thing, but did it in a different way?
Bublé, maybe a little.
I can answer that.
Who?
Well, I think there's a lineage of crooners. And I would say the first people after Sinatra and Paul Anka, Jim Morrison.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
That's a good one.
Jim Morrison was a crooner. That's what he was. He was doing his best Sinatra on acid. And then from there it's Billy Idol. It's Nick Cave.
So
like these guys.
Chris Cornell even.
So the art of the front man is a crooner.
But I think he's talking about their actual voice quality too.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like a lot of baritone.
Baritone.
Like Chris Cornell kind of has that. Like I was saying.
Well, Cornell had it, but he also had fucking 4 octaves below it,
he had
or
everything
above
ever.
it. So it's like,
Yeah.
Guy was
Good point.
a fucking freak of nature, man. But the guy from the Screaming Trees, Mark Lanigan, dude, if you are ever looking for like new music that you haven't heard that like is going to inspire you in a way artistically, dude, I could not recommend diving into Mark Lanigan's solo catalog. Lyrically, I feel like he's like an American Nick Cave. It's very verbose and dark and beautiful, and musically it fucking goes everywhere, man. He has records that are like electronic music. He has records that are just like pure acoustic, like he made a couple records with the chick from Belle and Sebastian, so it's like really cool. Like soft and yeah, I don't know. It's great stuff, man. I feel like it's very inspiring. I found it to be very inspiring.
Do you think Cameron Winter is like a crooner with the baritone voice?
Yes, exactly.
Good one.
That's a great example. Where are you at on Geese?
I like it. I think it's fine. I'm not super sold.
He was cool in the we interviewed him. He was really,
we interviewed Cameron.
Really down to earth, actually.
It was cool.
Pretty funny, actually.
Yeah.
But what's
like
your
making a
take
face
on
like you
Geese?
gotta
What do you
take.
got? What do you got?
Oh, I mean, I'm crossing my fingers that this is the Nevermind moment of
rock and roll.
Of this, of just where we are. I think that record is shockingly fucking smart, man. And beautiful.
And for being 24 years old.
I'm sorry?
The man is 24 years old.
I know. I love it, man.
I really hope it's a Nevermind moment too. I hope we bring, because I've been like really getting into like all these like cool punk bands right now, like Haywire. I've been loving Haywire. This band called Piss. Fucking rules. I'm in now.
I'm down.
I'm back to my old fucking Vans Warped Tour fucking people, no barricade, people jumping on stage, jumping off it. That's my shit right now.
Yeah, but I really do enjoy the heavier shit, man. You check out Idols at all?
Yeah,
I love Idols.
You know, it's like, whew, you know,
Turnstile.
Yeah, man, I think that Turnstile wasn't. I'm not as into it. It's a little too polished to be like. It's like, it's punk with like backing tracks. You know what I mean? I'm okay.
Yeah.
You know, but back to the Geese thing. It's like, you know, dude, that record is. You know, there's no song structure like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, what other, who else writes songs that are like, that are structured the way those fucking kids are writing? No one, man. It's like, it's almost like, it's like Kid A, you know, where you're like, these guys might have cracked a code here of like a new way to do something that has been fucking, you know, begging for a new way to do it, you know?
Yeah,
and
Kid A, I hear Deftones too a little bit. I don't know, for some reason.
Yeah, yes. Sure, man. You know, I mean, like, it, because there's a heaviness to it that's like, very sick.
The art of just like, it's what fucking rock and roll was, man. Rock and roll wasn't supposed to be polished. We over-polished fucking rock and roll. And this is what's happening. It's now.
Aerosmith.
What?
I just think they're kind of polished and corny. I don't know.
What's your take?
Well, no, but dude, that's a good point. Aerosmith. So like, think about when we were kids in like the late 80s, early 90s, rock music had turned into this beige paste of hair metal, where it was just like a bunch of people that took. This is exactly what I was talking about with Phish and the jam scene, right? Mm-hmm. Instead of Phish, think of Led Zeppelin, right? You took over the course of 10, 20 years. Culturally, they took all of the good shit out of Led Zeppelin, and all they left you was like moose in your hair and songs about your dick and like blues riffs. You know what I mean? And it was like, what the fuck? This is the most just like vapid,
some of the
terrible
worst guitar
music.
tone ever.
Yeah, man. and then all of a sudden, you had these dickheads from Seattle that were just like, hey, you know what? Fuck that, dude. You can still make heavy ass music and still say something and still feel something and still be a feminist and still stand up for gay kids and still do, and you know what I mean? Like, you can still play that kind of music, that heavy ass shit, but it can mean something. It can mean something more than I'm trying to pay my mortgage. And I feel like that's what Nevermind did then. And I feel like where we are now, especially in the jam scene, where it is that huge beige paste of like fucking people are using auto-tune now. What the fuck are we even doing?
No, it's crazy.
You know what I mean? And then you have the answer to all that is Geese.
Yep.
And that's what I hope that there are 16 to 19-year-old kids right now hearing that record and being like, holy shit, let's start a fucking band and fuck a computer and fuck our parents and fuck whatever, you know what I mean? Like, get some attitude back, you know? Like, instead of having music that's like, I'm going to go see this band with my parents. Like, dude, that's not fucking rock and roll.
Oh,
dude.
100%.
It's not rock and roll if, you know what I mean? If it's like, well, my dad's my best friend and we're going to microdose and go see this fucking lame ass band. Yeah. Like, no, dude. We need some shit that makes you want to punch somebody in the fucking face and like
something you have to hide from your parents like, under the bed, you know?
Yeah.
Yes. Something that when your parents hear it, they go, what the fuck is that?
You're grounded.
You know? Right. Like the first, man. Dude, the first time I played like Fluffhead for my parents, and my parents were relatively fucking hip. They were just like, what the fuck is that? And that's when I knew I was on to something. You know, like, it's like, oh yeah, fuck them. You know, like, we got to get that back. You know, we got that. We need like and I think Geese can be that is hopefully, I think, that thing that to start that process
Joe
again.
Russo's almost anchored.
Tom fucking Hamilton. That's what I'm talking about. We need more fucking balls in this scene.
Right. And then, it's like, well, I try to do that with my own shit. You know, I like said, it's a heavy record. It's like,
Yeah, it's
but like,
heavy.
I'm old, man. So I can't be the guy.
Yeah.
I can't be the one leading the fucking charge. It's
Right.
like these younger bands that are coming up. It's like,
Right.
you got to make a choice, man. Are you making shit because you want to be famous and you want likes and clicks and whatever? Or are you making shit because you have a primal lizard brain urge and need to create and say something and connect with people,
I mean, that's what I'm saying. No fat on this shit. Let's fucking
Yeah, man.
stop.
Sorry, I'm getting on a soapbox. I don't mean to sound like an asshole.
We just two chop dunks talking about. That's what people are calling me, chop dunk, and the kids.
I think Tom Hamilton and I should become the czars of the jam band scene, and we should decide if you get to be a jam band or not.
Yeah, it's like, what is it like?
We agree 100%.
Communist Russia.
Yeah.
But it's communist.
You must be this tall to ride this ride.
Exactly.
But Tom,
no songs about being in a band.
You're totally fucking right, man. We're at this point in the scene where we're not taking chances. We're just doing things that are safe. Festivals are doing that. Everyone's doing things that are safe.
And I think that's, I think that is why JRAD resonated with people so much.
Yeah.
Because when we came out, it was like 5 Tasmanian devils on stage just ripping the fucking thing apart. And it was musically, it was very unsafe. No one knew what the fuck was going to happen, including us. And it was, the reason people started coming to jam band shows was the high wire act, right?
Right.
I mean, you are obviously a living high wire act, Andy, but like, musically, right? It was part of it too, where it was like people went to see the Dead take chances and went to see Phish take chances. And if they it ties together with what I was saying earlier. It's about, if you're giving it the effort, you don't even have to stick the landing. You don't have to Mary Lou Retton every fucking landing. But if you're trying, you're gonna get the reward from the audience. It's like going for it. But when you're sitting there with everybody's on in-ear monitors and they all have microphones to talk to each other, to tell each other what to do, it's like, dude, that's not improvising, and that's not taking chances, and you're not doing the thing. You're not honoring your part of the fucking contract. There's a kid sitting in the back of the room that took a fucking like insane amount of drugs that he doesn't even know what they probably are, right? He took a chance. He wants you to take the fucking chance too, man.
Fail once in a while.
Yeah, it breaks my heart when I see some of these young kid bands more worried about what their in-ear system looks like instead of what their fucking...
Oh my God.
I want to fucking shake them.
Idiots.
I want to shake them.
Yeah, dude. It's insane to me.
It's okay to fail. It actually sounds pretty cool sometimes.
Yes. Well, and that's the thing, or like the happy accidents that can happen. I heard a great interview with Trey, or maybe it was Mike, I don't know, one of those guys talking about how, like, if you're in a jam, he's like, the problem with like canceling a jam if it's not clicking is that like sometimes it takes 5 minutes to get to the thing that you could only get there by treading water for 5 minutes. And then they got there and something incredible happened. It's like, again, fucking take the chance, have dynamics, but instead it's like, people just immediately go for the finish of it, and it's like, hey man, have some, forgive the fucking, example, but it's like, have some foreplay, man. Let things simmer and, take some chances, get to know each other, you and the audience, light a candle.
Yeah, light a candle, have sex with a rubber that has a hole in it.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Well, have sex with a rubber you found on the floor.
Put a finger in the butt.
But explore. Put a finger in the butt. But I get what you're saying, Tom. Isn't that the reason why we play on Tuesdays and not just weekends? It's the reason why we play 200 shows and not 50 is to fucking fall.
Exactly, man. You learn more about yourself and each other, the audience and the band.
Yeah. Dude, Tom, you fucking rule. Every time I talk to you, Tom,
smart.
You fucking rule.
Smart for a guy from Philadelphia. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Not bad for a guy from Philly. I appreciate that.
No, Tom, it's so true, man.
I
like
appreciate that.
This is the reason why we're in art. So we can fail and get back up. A lot of other jobs you can't do that in. If you fail, you get fired. This job is at least if you fuck up, you could always have another redemption tour.
But the thing is to take the fucking swing though, at least, you know, like have
that's
the
what
courage
I'm proud
to
of.
take
I think
the
that's
swing.
rock and roll is to take the swing. People aren't even swinging.
I agree, man.
Because they don't want to talk. It's like the same thing with all these fucking, a lot of these bands don't take a stand on shit. And they just stay in the middle because half their fans are one side and half their fans are the other side. And I've never.
Yeah.
And I think this is why people are scared of us, Tom. Because we take a fucking stand. We point, we let people know when there's something wrong with the industry. And call it like, we're just being judgy, but we're not. We're just telling our opinion on it.
This whole thing is kind of mirrored throughout culture right now, too. Like the instant gratification thing, just all that stuff. Movies,
bullshit.
Yeah.
It's bullshit.
Yeah, man, you just got to care. You know, it's like, I just care. That is just what it comes down to. And caring about something that's not just yourself, you know, I mean, which, is a cultural thing, right? You have a lot of like the more conservative type of people where nothing bothers them until it affects them directly. Whereas in the other side, I think are just people that base their decisions more in empathy. And that's how I look at our scene. Like I care for all of us, you know? I think there are brilliant people in it, and I just want to see, the cream rise to the top a little bit more, instead of being the fucking punchline to a joke. You know, dude, we're like one of the only scenes in the music industry. We don't have any representation at the Grammys or any of that type of shit. You know,
we don't.
Like
Jam of the year.
Why isn't there? Well, why isn't there a live album of the year?
Yeah, that's a good point. Actually,
that's a slam dunk for us. You know,
I've always said jam
just
band
fucking.
Make live
or
albums.
jam band record of the year, and maybe that will make it so people start making better records and writing better songs. You know,
true. I always thought like why are you pushing a record? If you're a jam band, you make a new record and you only can play the new songs like once every 10 days.
Yeah.
Like why are you making making a new record if all you could do is play because you're so worried about not repeating songs that you don't get to play the songs that you love.
But that's not all the band's fault either. That's kind of like that culture was created by the fans.
Well, I will say this. One of the things that I used to share a studio with the Disco Biscuits back in the day, back in when I was living in a car.
Sick. So you had the place to yourself a lot.
You had the place.
Dude.
Nick, I got to clap to you. That was pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good, Nick.
Good way to split.
But so, it was at the time where I was living. It was like I was either staying on Russo's couch in Brooklyn in my Chevy Lumina or on the couch at the studio that the Biscuits had, right? Yeah. But I would sit there and I would listen to I wouldn't name names of who, but certain people in the band basing all of their decisions on what the fans want.
Well, I know exactly.
Artistic decisions. Like it's like I produced a couple records for them, right? So like I'm in there trying to help them write songs and do this thing, and I'm like, okay, hey, we should do this, and what about this idea or whatever? And it's like, oh well, our fans won't like that, and it's like,
what?
Well, what are we fucking doing here, man? Right. If that's what we're talking about, then the Beatles would have never made Sgt. Pepper. Shut the fuck up and don't let that be a consideration. Like the tail's wagging the dog a lot of the time here, where
you're right.
That's what what the artists are worried about. It's like I don't know Trey Anastasio, so I can't hypothesize on what Phish's creative decisions are like, but they don't sound like they're trying to break open a new road, and that goes with most of the bands that are big in our scene. It's like, well, don't worry about your fans. Are you a fucking artist or are you a monkey playing for these fucking people?
Yes!
No, It probably happens in every genre too. I mean,
it happens in anything in life.
Yeah.
Any product.
Yeah, of course.
I just don't want it to sound like we're just harping
It's
on
the capitalism
jam bands
thing.
only. Yeah.
No, it's any product. Like, you know,
Shampoo.
I'm starting a hydration company called Try Not to Die. Hydration.
I'm starting a competing reverse hydration company called Die.
It's just poison. It's just cyanide.
It's salt. It's just salt.
But it's the idea of keeping the thing going. So we have to just convince people that you don't have to do what you did last time. You can keep exploring. Like, that's why I stopped testing out these songs live before I record them. I'm like, I'm gonna record them without any bias. I don't need to hear if you guys like the verse or if you guys like the chorus, because
I like that philosophy too, because it's two different things.
It's two different things. I mean, it's like you making art for them or you making art for yourself. Well, just hopefully as an artist, they love you because you're making art for yourself, and hopefully you guys have the same interests in how you approach art.
Yeah, there's also like songs on an album that aren't as good live, and the other way around.
Am I right, Tom?
Yeah. I mean, dude, yeah, man, we are like two dubs cooing right now, brother. I could not agree with you more.
Come on, howl with me, guys. Let's all howl together.
Dubs howling.
Dubs. A wolf. It's a rare wolf dove from Calabasas.
Tom, I could talk to you for. I think we need to have him be one of the world-saving ambassadors, and we have him on.
Correspondent. I like correspondent.
You want to be one of our correspondents of what's going on in the scene?
I would love to be your reporter in the field.
Come on, tell us what's going on in Grateful Dead land.
Yeah.
What? I'm so curious about that. Like, what? So, do you get to talk a lot, or you just get to play songs?
What do you mean?
Do you get to interview people and stuff, or do you just talk? Or do you
on the radio?
On my show?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's an interview show. Yeah, it's based around it's an interview every month. What I've done, Don Was, I did Bruce Hornsby, Margot Price, nice. And then this one, the next one that comes up in May is which airs I think at the end of this week is Graham Lesh.
Great,
so
Phil's
it's monthly.
Son. Yeah.
Oh, that's easy. Monthly's easy.
Yeah, man. It's a real easy lift, man. One day a month I go up to New York and I record the interview and do the whole thing, and
so it's not live,
fucking man. It's awesome,
dude. It's killer.
No.
Oh, cool. That's good.
Well, buddy,
because they broadcast it for like a whole week, So.
Oh, I get it. It's like my dream job.
Yeah, that's my dream.
Not having to have my face on something.
But Bud, I wish you all the best. You're the man. And I felt like we became
I
real
appreciate
close
you guys
friends
having me.
in Philly. I know we didn't really talk about the album, but this ain't the last time we're talking about this. This is just the introduction of Tom Hamilton on the show a bunch.
I'm sure we'll do more. But I'm Your Vampire. Go buy it. It's a good album.
Buy it.
Yeah, don't stream it. Buy it.
Yeah, fucking buy it. Support Tom Hamilton.
Buy two. Give one to a friend.
Yeah.
In case you want to listen to it more than once.
Yeah.
No, man,
dude, I appreciate you having me, Andy.
Dude, you're the fucking man, Tom, and I love. We're dogs. I got your back. We're homies.
Yeah, man, dude. When I really appreciated when we met, it definitely felt like it was like, okay, man, we are clearly two animals from the same pack, and and I really do appreciate you and our new friendship. It's very nice.
We're in this together. I do want to talk about the death of your dad. Can we talk about it?
Okay. Sure.
It's before we leave, because I need to. It's a lot.
Do you want to talk about? Do you want to talk about the 9/11 in Gaza after?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to talk about Palestine and Iran a little bit.
Yeah. Lump them into one thing.
Yeah. No, but your dad was very important to you. So, like, I was like, all I want to ask is like, how'd you deal with grief?
I haven't yet.
You just been working and just you've been holding it in?
Yeah, man. It's he got sick, and it was like 4 years plus from the time that he got it to the end there, and the last 2 years was 24/7 anxiety of getting the call.
Ugh.
And I think I did a lot of like because I have terrible anxiety issues. So I think I did a lot of like mental gymnastics of putting myself through it before it even happened, you know. And then when it did, and hey man, fuck you, you asked, it was the worst experience. It was the worst thing I've ever experienced in my life. I sat there and I watched him, fucking die. I watched him take his last breath. I watched him suffer in an unbelievable pain for 3 days before he actually went. And
it's fucking horrible, man.
The
slow death thing is so.
It's fucking crazy, man. It's fucking crazy, and it'll change you, and the last song on the record is it's called it's been a long time coming, and the last conversation I had with my old man, it was like right before he was not able to talk, and but he was still pretty doped up, and I recorded it, which is I don't know if I'm ever gonna listen to it, but
well, I'm glad.
But
you did,
and he said he was
ready to cope.
He was just like, hey man, he was just like, write a song, man. He's like, that's what you're good at. Go do that, and so I did, and that's what closes the record.
Well. Next call is Joe
Holy
Russo
shit.
saying, I fucking quit. I'm going to write my own songs, Joe Russo. I fucking quit. My dad told me.
But I can still do that 10-day run.
But I'll still do that 10-day run.
I do have a mortgage.
I do have a mortgage. No.
Yeah.
No, I hear you, man. My mom's fighting cancer. She's been fighting it for a long time. And it's good and it's bad.
I'm sorry,
it's
man.
Good and bad. It's
it's a fucking
whirlwind.
It's an interesting roller coaster.
Yeah. Think about how I want to die.
And it's
like
also
if
just
it's
like,
quick.
hey man,
I think of that every day.
it's a part of life. It's like if we're lucky, we live to see our parents go. And
That's a good point.
It's just
yeah, that's true.
I don't it's like I don't have like a woe is me attitude towards it. It's like we're all gonna have to fucking get there sometime.
Yeah.
Some of us earlier than others, and some of us later. It is what it is. But
and then I think about life.
It's fucking
too,
crazy,
like,
man.
How I need to double down on being exactly who I am and not settling on being someone else. I mean, why get popular? If I'm going to get popular for my art, it's because it was exactly how I wanted it. Not me chasing the rabbit's tail, not me fucking changing any piece of myself. I followed my gut on everything in art, and if it happens, fuck yeah. But if it doesn't, fuck yeah, because I fucking tried.
Brother, that's exactly it, man. Thank you so much for saying that shit.
That's
man.
It. You keep fighting, man.
You're the fucking man too.
One more question. Our producer, Fro, has one last question for you. He always asks the last question of the tour.
Okay, what do you got there, Fro?
Here he is. Neil, say hi to our producer, Neil.
Tom McNamara, how you doing?
Your
Tom
producer,
McNamara.
Your producer happens. Your producer also happens to be a fucking incredible drummer.
He's the best.
Thanks, pal. This was a good one I thought of the other day because I have a crazy wallet. What's in your wallet? You got like a bunch of weird shit in there and like old business cards, old hotel keys. That's like classic, but like, tabs of acid, receipts,
What is
drink tickets from a gig 14 years ago. I just said what's in my wallet.
I don't carry a wallet because it fucked up my back.
Oh, man.
I carry just
The
I
sick
raw
clip.
dog
Raw dog.
in my
holy
pocket.
shit.
I just fucking raw dog it, dude. I have a bag of picks.
Okay.
Hold on.
I have a bag of
Perfectly
picks,
sized
and
like
then
a credit card.
and then just
Tom,
Yeah,
this
just
is
credit cards.
psychotic. This is a little psychotic. You just raw dog all your
I
credit
know.
cards?
Damn.
free range credit cards.
Have you ever had an issue?
No rubber band, no nothing?
No fucking fuck you, fuck rubber bands, fuck what? You know what? That's just big wallet, bro. Big wallet
definitely big
convinced
wallet.
us all. Big
I
wallet.
fight against
Going
big
against
wallet.
that.
I've had 3 wallets my entire life.
Dude,
I had one I got from
always
my
wonder why I
grandpa,
have back problems. It's
one
because
from
of
a
my
garage
fucking
sale.
wallet, dude.
Well, yeah, man, that's
Yeah,
a real
dickhead,
thing,
you
dude.
can't-
Also, why do you
You
put
can't sit on that
Someone's
shit.
gonna steal it. That shit's right here.
I know.
Dude, do you have? I feel like you have like a Costanza wallet,
I
don't you?
fucking
You have like
do.
that fucking.
I have all these credit cards. I don't
Andy,
even,
what's in
I don't
your
even know
wallet?
what's in my wallet. A bunch of pictures of my nephews and nieces.
saving
That's good.
receipts from
You
tour.
get the little fold-out accordion one though.
I still have photos of all my ex-girlfriends in my thing. Every single one.
In your wallet?
Just all of them that
All
I
of
do
them,
photo
every
booths
single
with.
one.
Just girls I've hooked
Yeah?
up with in the past.
Does the current girl
This
ever
is-
look in your wallet and be
I
like,
mean,
"Why
she'll
do you have
know.
all these
She'll
photos
know.
of ex-girlfriends?"
Yeah, she's gonna figure it out now.
She's gonna figure it out now. Yeah.
It's like, don't worry, baby, they're all in here.
Wow, it's all my ex situations in my wallet. This is crazy. You're right. That's what it's like. Just double down and look him in the eye.
He has no wallet.
Dude,
he
he
raw
This
raw
is
dogs
dogs
Shelley.
it in his fucking
pile
pocket.
of cards. What?
No
Right now.
wallet? You're just raw dogging a credit card?
He's crazy.
Oh my
This is your whole
God.
life. One ID. This is your whole thing.
One ID.
That's all you have.
Wow.
Is you just tap and
All right,
stuff.
this guy's really famous.
Wow.
Let's get Tom out of here.
All
Tom,
right.
we
See ya,
love
Tom.
you.
Gotta go.
Be safe out there.
Me and Tom are the same.
Hey, Tom, you and Nick
Well,
are the same fucking person.
Yeah, we really have a lot in common. That's the way we
It's
think.
crazy. It's crazy.
I'm really
Yeah?
glad. Yeah, we have everything you said. I'm like, yep, I've been saying that for 6 years. Like,
Yeah.
it's so crazy.
You
dude.
guys are literally the same fucking
we got a
person.
jam, bro.
Well,
Absolutely.
let's jam and hang out, man.
Oh yeah, I'm in Denver, so hit me up.
Come to both you guys. Come to fucking Philly, man. I got a
I'm
great
down.
studio. We'll fucking hang out. We'll
What are you
eat
doing July
mushrooms. We'll
4th?
fucking just like.
You guys playing?
I'm having a barbecue at my house.
We're playing
Are you in
Philadelphia, July 4th.
Damn.
Where?
And we're at the fucking downtown Philly, like outside. They're big Philadelphia. Fourth, it's 200 year of America. Or whatever.
250.
Oh, word.
What?
I'm playing it.
Oh, word.
That's great.
Well,
Well,
I'm staying
fucking
in town
stay
for
an extra day, dude.
I'm
and
gonna
we'll
stay
hang
next
out.
day. Let's hang out. We'll
Let's
go
celebrate this great nation of ours.
Yeah, this is a great nation. All right,
Yeah,
Tom. I don't want to get you in more trouble than already. We've already put you in. You're like, fuck the jam
All right, guys.
scene, fuck Grateful Dead, fuck.
No,
I
think
love-
he's. I think he
I'm
was
just-
more like
I
protecting
love
it.
all of it.
I know. I'm just giving you a hard time.
The call is coming from inside the house.
The call's coming from inside the house. All right, bud. Love you. Be safe out there.
All right. I
I'm
love
here
you guys.
for you.
I'll see you, man.
Later,
Thank
bud.
you for doing it.
Of course. Bye.